Who didn't betray Nkrumah? Mention. Gbedemah betrayed Nkrumah. Gbedemah was the one who brought Nkrumah out of jail. He betrayed him. All of Nkrumah's ministers had betrayed him. Now let's get to modern day, what you will call betrayal. And you will find that is very common in politics. Let's start with Osajifo himself. Osajifo was with the UGCC. He left the UGCC and went to form his own party. Did he betray David Dankwa? Was he treacherous? I don't know. People can decide. Let's move on. Who is this? Wayo Seni. Professor Wayo Seni. Those of you remember a little bit. Professor Wayo Seni, I interviewed him many times. In 1998, he was a member of parliament of the New Patriotic Party. One of the closest friends of Kufuor. In fact, when Kufuor won the election in Sunyani to become the NPP's flag bearer for the 2000 election, many of Kufuor's friends, indeed, Kwame Amakotofo told me that Professor Wayo Seni will be Kufuor's running mate because he and Kufuor had such an excellent relationship for many, many years. What happened? Wayo Seni left the NPP and joined the NDC. And what do you call that? Treachery? I don't know. What do you call that? Betrayal? Anybody can do that because it is about conscience. And people can think that I am tired with my people. I want to leave the party. Anokye Martin, last election, he left MPP and formed his own party. So as for that, it happens. So there's no problem with Quayson Sackey deciding at the time of the coup that I don't want to be with Osajifo anymore. I'm gone. Here is Afrogbede, as they used to call him. Lord Gbedemah. He is the one who wrote the CPP's victory in 1951. It was Gbedemah's victory. It wasn't Nkrumah's victory because Nkrumah was in jail. Gbedemah wrote that victory. What happened to Gbedemah? He ran away as Minister for Finance. He disagreed with Nkrumah and ran away to Lomé, from where it is believed that he was part of those who organized the coup. But I don't have any records for that, so I won't say it. But that's what some people believe. Here is Nana Konadu Agyemang-Rawlings, who formed the NDC from the beginning. The NDC is part of her. The NDC is her, and she is the NDC. Today, as a matter of principle, she left the NDC and formed her own party. Is that treachery? Who else? This is Dr. Omani Boama. Go on social media. Kwesi Pratt is extolling the virtues of Omani Boama for him having left the NPP. When we were students, Omani Boama was TESCON. Me, I wasn't TESCON. I was just doing my work at Commode, enjoying myself. He was more MPP than anybody else. At Legon, I was in Legon at the same time with him. He was very, very MPP. On a matter of principle, he decided to leave to join the NDC. What's the problem with that? But if I come and sit here and say, Omani Boama took money from Ato Ahoy to join the NDC, that's dangerous. And I must have evidence for that. And that's character assassination of the minister. But if he just left on principle, Sam George, he was working for Alhaji Aliyu Mahama, the vice president. Sam George was in a more privileged position than I was during the Kufuor era because he was working for Aliyu Mahama. He deserved it. At some point, he made a decision. I don't want to be with MPP anymore. I want to be with NDC. Is that treachery? It's not treachery. But if I come and sit here and say that Sam George took money from John Dramani Mahama to join the NDC, that's wrong. And Anokye should not be saying these things about people. This is Dr. Josiah Aye. He was my own lecturer. He taught me property law. He was the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress. He left and joined Mrs. Rawlings to form their own party on the point of principle. So people deciding to leave one political system to another is normal. It happens all the time throughout the world's history. So if Quayson Sackey did that, he's not the first person to do that. And in any case, Kwame Nkrumah said it in the book that Quayson Sackey did it. Bring back Quayson Sackey. But when you come and sit on Ghana television and say that Quayson Sackey took money, that's the problem. So tell Dr. Anokye that our problem is not about treachery. Treachery can happen everywhere, anytime, any day. I can be standing here tomorrow on account of principle. I can say that principle, I went to some place, I saw MP people fighting, or I saw MP people doing juju. I don't like juju, so I've gone to join Julius Debra. It happens. But if you come and tell me that I have taken money from Julius Debra to join the NDC, that's character assassination if you don't have evidence for it. So please tell Dr. Anokye, let it sink in that the point we are making is not a conversation about betrayal. It's a conversation about a spurious allegation that he made, an unfounded allegation that he made that unless Quayson Sackey took money, we should not build our history like that. We should not build our history with distortions and lies. We shouldn't do that for political gain. It is terrible and it's dangerous, and it ought to be condemned by everyone. Everyone ought to condemn that. Quayson Sackey's family is sitting down. They are thinking about themselves. His grandchildren are all over the place. Some of them are abroad. They are working somewhere. Then you come and sit on TV and say, your grandfather took money, millions of dollars to go and join the coup. When you have no evidence, absolutely no shred of evidence. Yekokan will say, Paul Adom-Otchere doesn't know that Quayson Sackey was treacherous. Nkrumah himself said so in the book. Nkrumah said so. And I'll come to another chapter about the Kotoka and the Afrifa thing. Play back Anokye's first video where he was talking about the money so that those who have just joined will understand. Anokye came to make a spurious allegation here that Quayson Sackey took money. When it comes to rebut, he doesn't talk about it. He's talking about treachery. It's not treachery we are talking about. It's not. If it's betrayal, I've showed you the list. Everybody can be inside the betrayal. But that's not the point. People join policies on principle. That principle can change. You didn't show me Nyaho Tamaklo's picture. Nyaho Tamaklo, his MPP founding member. Since Akufo-Addo was elected as the party's leader, Nyaho Tamaklo says that he doesn't like the way Akufo-Addo is running the MPP. So Nyaho Tamaklo is today an NDC man. He's in the die-in-the-wool John Mahama camp. And MPP are fighting with him. Is it treachery? You can call it whatever, but you cannot come and say that Nyaho Tamaklo has taken money from John Mahama to join. That is totally bad, horrible, wrong, a horrendous thing to say about any politician if you don't have evidence to do so. And that's the point we are making about Dr. Anokye. Dr. Anokye is great, yes, but he should apologize to Quayson Sackey's family. He should apologize for coming to make a spurious allegation that he has no basis. And I keep saying, somebody in the studio was laughing. He was just happy laughing. Play Anokye's video again, the first one.
I didn't even know that her direct uncle, father's elder brother, was this man who betrayed Kwame Nkrumah, Dr. Quayson Sackey, who took money from the CIA, and he was the most trusted confidant of Nkrumah, and told Kwame Nkrumah that Nkrumah should travel, there would be no coup, because CIA had promised him to make him the next president of Ghana. That man's niece is this man. Until all this matter, I wouldn't have known.